I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And 10.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a draw play for Gurley. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 5-yard pickup.
We're scoreless after 1.
3rd down.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, Panthers.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Bridgewater on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Bridgewater's pass.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's got his target. That's more. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. On first and 10, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete to
Delaney Walker.
Touchdown.
His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
No gain on the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
6-yard line.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
The Panthers.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
27-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and 12, Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it here with Smith. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
The 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action with Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Eric Berry.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down by
vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing is Bridgewater. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
At the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and goal, the ball at the 10. Eluding the pressure right. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
At the 28-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes again, you throw it again, then you come with a big. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Albrecht Rosas on for the field goal.
This kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. They got the interception. Feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Number 20,
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick
and his kick is right through.
Makes the score Panthers 34, Falcons nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Eric Berry there defensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Panthers 34. Falcons 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that'll set him back 5. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Check, 45 the mic. Here we go. 45 the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Alert for a lock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
That's what it is.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got a...
And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ryan able to get this to Gurley. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Panthers.
To throw again is Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Ryan on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
5-yard line.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson